Welcome to a world where shadows hold secrets, and every whisper could unravel a tale of darkness. Tonight, we journey into the unknown, exploring the chilling depths of human nature and the twisted paths of those who walk among us. Are you ready to confront the sinister, the inexplicable, and the unimaginable? Stay with us as we uncover the truth behind some of the most perplexing and haunting crimes ever recorded. Brace yourself, what you discover might keep you up at night. Let the story begin.
Serial murder is the killing of at least two people carried out by the same person in separate events occurring at different times. Serial murder is distinguished from mass murder, in which several victims are killed at the same time and place. The history of mankind has known many serial killers. The oldest, though less famous, is the old Yugoslav Ana de Pistonia. What is her story? Banat witch Ana de Pistonia, better known as the Witch of Banat or the Witch of Vladimirovac, but better known as Baba Anujka, is an ingenious amateur chemist and serial killer from the village of Vladimirovac, Yugoslavian. In the late 19th and early XX centuries, Pistonia poisoned at least 50 people, and in other accounts the number of its victims reached more than 150 people. She was arrested in 1928. She was 90 years old and sentenced to 15 years in prison in 1929, and 8 years later she was released due to her old age. Not much is really known about the youth of Anujka because the records are incomplete or missing, just like in that time period. According to some sources, she was born in 1838 in Romania to a wealthy cattle herder father and moved to Vladimirovac in the Banat border military district of the Austrian Empire in 1849. Emotional wound and interest in medicine and chemistry, she attended a private school in Pančevo. With children from wealthy families, she later lived in her father's house. At the age of 20 she became Baba Anujka. She became misanthropic after being seduced by a young Austrian military officer. She contracted syphilis from him before he left her heartbroken. Since this time Anujka preferred solitude and began to show interest in medicine and chemistry. She spoke 5 languages. She later married a landowner named Bestoffer de Pistonia and had 11 children with him. Her husband was much older than her. He died after 20 years of marriage. She continued to pursue her studies of chemistry after his death. Therapist and herbalist Anujka created a laboratory in one of the wings of her house after the death of her husband, and gained a good reputation as a healer and herbalist in the late 19th century. She was popular with the wives of farmers who asked for her help with the health problems of their relatives, received a decent income that enabled her to live comfortably. Magic water. For couples kills in 8 days, she produced medicines and mixtures that would make soldiers sick enough to escape military service, and also sold poisonous mixtures that she called magic water, or love potions. She sold the so-called magic water, mostly to women married to abusive husbands. They would give the mixture to their husbands, who usually died after about 8 days. Love potion. Contains arsenic and plant poisons. Anujka's love potion contained arsenic in small quantities and some plant poisons that were difficult to detect. When Anujka tells about a marital problem, one of them asks, "What is the husband's body mass?" Then I became able to calculate the required dose. Anujka's victims were usually men, usually young and in good health. Her agents claimed during her trial that they did not know that her magic water contained poison, but they believed that she had some kind of supernatural powers to kill people using magic. Anujka doses killed from 50 to 150 people. Anujka had her own sales agent, a woman named Lubina Milankev, whose task was to find potential customers and take them to Anujka's house. The price of Anujka's magic water ranged from 2,000 to 10,000 Yugoslav dinars. Fatal fall love potions. Her downfall came through one of her regular clients, a woman named Stana Momirov, who had previously killed her husband with one of Anujka's love potions, as well as repeatedly buying herbal remedies from her. When Momirov remarried and a wealthy relative of her new husband died in similar circumstances, she was arrested and interrogated, which led to Anujka's involvement in the 2 murders. A second death occurred almost a year later, after Anujka sold a woman a potion for the murder of her husband's father. And after the man's 16-year-old granddaughter was tricked into giving him poison, the man fell ill and died. Almost 18 months later, Anujka was arrested along with 6 others involved in the 2 murders. Her co-defendants blamed her, claiming that they never knew the doses were toxic and that they believed the deaths were caused by Anujka's supernatural powers. In response, Anujka denied selling potions of any kind, insisting that the whole affair was an attempt to blame her. In the end, Anujka was sentenced to 15 years in prison for her role in the 2 murders. She was released after serving 8 years on humanitarian grounds. She died in 1938 at her home in Vladimirovac at the age of 100.
Thank you for tuning in to our channel, where we delve into the darkest corners of human nature and unravel the mysteries behind the most notorious crimes. We hope our stories have captivated your interest. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest content. Stay vigilant, and remember, the truth is often stranger than fiction. Until next time.